Gee. Oh, is everybody okay?
I haven't had a bath that thorough in years.
I actually feel better.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does, anyone know where we are?
CE, does your internet stick still work?
Oh, hang on, I'll check.
Success, it works! That's amazing. Because I think that's the only thing that survived our expulsion.
Well, it's not like there was anything left of our dinghy after we burned it all up.
Point taken, but without the dinghy, we don't have any supplies, or food, or water.
Triple H? Did you change your outfit?
Yeah, well, okay, if I'm gonna die, I'd like to look my sharpest.
But where? When? Oh, never mind. We gotta find a way to survive on this island.
Well, by the looks of this vegetation, there must be a source of water inland. If we go this way, maybe we'll find a lake or a stream, and maybe some fruit, if we're lucky.
Okay, let's go.
The thirst, the ever-dying thirst, is too much to bear.
There's gotta be water around here somewhere.
Well, I just used my solar-powered laptop to look up sources of water nearby, and it says there's a huge body right close to us.
Could that not be referring to the ocean we were just in?
Oh, yeah, that must be it. Right.
Guys, am I hallucinating from dehydration? Or is that a well over there?
It is a well.
Look, a well.
Nothing fresher than well water.
You mean good water?
No, I mean water from a well that I suppose is good.
So, how do you get water out of one of these?
Well, you see that rope? You lower the bucket down and you fill the bucket full of water, and then you use the rope to pull the bucket back up to you.
What bucket?
The bucket that you bring with you.
We don't have a bucket.
I'm gonna go nuts! Ah!
Guys, somebody put the camera on a bucket!
A bucket!
A bucket!
We're saved!
A bucket! Quick, take it to the well!
Whoa! Oh man, that is good. I feel better already.
This bucket just appeared out of nowhere, like some sort of miracle. Do you think that's what happened?
I think someone left us this bucket. I think they knew we needed the bucket for the water.
But why haven't they revealed themselves to us? I mean, where are they?
I think they're scared of us. I mean, I bet we look pretty weird to them. They haven't probably seen anyone like us before.
Well, it was really good on them to do that, even if we do look so different to them. You know, it reminds me of a story from the Bible. It took place right next to a well just like this one. Jesus and his disciples were traveling to Galilee, where Jesus had come from. To get there, they needed to go through the land of Samaria.
Samaria? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, you've probably heard of Samaritans before.
Oh, you mean like the Good Samaritan? I think everybody knows that story.
Exactly. Well, the Samaritans are a group of people who live in Israel. They're not Jews, but like Jewish people. They're descendants from the ancient Israelites, from David, Solomon, Samson, and so on. They also worship God, just like Jews, Christians, and Muslims do. However, for historical reasons, Jews and Samaritans in Jesus' time didn't get along with each other. Jesus' disciples didn't feel super comfortable traveling through Samaria, and they wanted to get through it as fast as possible. But Samaria is a big place, and eventually they needed to take a break.
Look at this well, everyone. This well was made by our ancestor Jacob to give water to his people and animals before he gave all of this land to his son Joseph.
I'm sorry, Jesus. If we had a rope and bucket, then we could get you a drink from this well.
That's all right, Peter. There's a city nearby called Sychar. Why don't you guys go there to buy us some lunch, and I'll wait here by this well for you. I'd like to be alone for a while. Excuse me, I see you have a bucket for this well. Would you mind giving me a drink of water? It's really hot out here.
Well, this is a weird thing to happen. Sir, you're clearly Jewish. Don't your people usually go out of their way to avoid talking to a Samaritan? Not to mention accepting a drink from one.
Dear woman, if you knew who it is you're talking to, it would be you asking me for a drink, and I would give you living water.
Sir, if there's any water nearby, it'll be at the bottom of this well. And the well is way too deep for you to get anything out of it without a bucket. Even our ancestor Jacob needed one to give water to his sons and his flocks. Are you better than he is?
That's not the water I mean. Anyone who drinks the water from this well will eventually be thirsty again. But if someone drinks the living water that I have to give, they'll never be thirsty again. That water becomes a spring inside of them that never stops flowing and gives them eternal life.
Sir, that sounds too good to be true. If you really have that kind of water, give it to me now.
All right, I will. In fact, bring your husband over here, and I'll give you both water to drink.
I don't have a husband. I'm not married.
Well, I guess that's right.
I'm sorry?
You say you have no husband, but I know you've had 5 husbands in the past. You're also living with a man right now that isn't your husband, so you weren't lying.
That's amazing! You must be a prophet, or else you couldn't ever know that. Answer a question for me. You Jews worship God in the temple in Jerusalem. We Samaritans worship him on the mountains where our ancestors worshipped him. Who is more right?
That isn't important. The time is coming soon when real worshipers won't worship God on this mountain or at the temple. They'll worship God in their hearts and in the truth of their actions. God is not a building or a mountain. He is spirit, and those who want to worship him must do so with their spirit.
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about. In the future, God's Messiah will come and reveal the truth to us.
That time is no longer in the future. I am the Messiah that both our peoples have been waiting for.
The woman was thrilled when Jesus revealed himself as the Messiah to her. She ran back to her city to tell her people about him, and many more of them came back to see Jesus for themselves. As they listened to Jesus, they were all quickly convinced he really was the Messiah, and they invited him and his disciples to come back and stay with them.
Wow, that woman must have been amazed when she found out Jesus knew everything about her.
I'm sure she was. Jesus amazed so many people with the things he knew and did, but What was really amazing was his interactions with the Samaritan woman.
How so?
Well, that woman was the first person that Jesus revealed his divinity to.
Look, what's that?
Look, there's a woman over there.
Is she the one who left the bucket?
Maybe. Oh, she's running away.
Come on, let's follow her.